Hey guys, and welcome to a special episode of Critical Brits where we take a look at The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Limited Edition. Again, excuse the setup, especially the lighting, which makes me look like some kind of angelic being. This was a video we didn't expect to be able to make. We recently uploaded a video regarding the Nintendo Switch, and in that video I unboxed the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Standard Edition, which is this. Now, I did try to get my hands on the limited edition back then, but that turned out not to be possible. It had sold out pretty much everywhere, as the Switch did shortly after. However, I've been able to get my hands on the limited edition contents without the game at a discount. So I've actually ended up with a limited edition copy, in a sense, without paying any extra for it. Now, just to clarify, in at least the US, I'm not sure about Japan, the NTSC version in the US, there are two versions of the special edition for Zelda Breath of the Wild. One includes a bunch of extra gubbins, such as a Nintendo Switch carry case, a map, and a collector's coin. And the other version includes a Master Sword sort of thing with it as well. Here in Europe, we got the short end of the stick. Most of those extras are taken out, and we basically get left with just a game and two bonus items, which is kind of crap, honestly. That needs more sugar in it. Right, so let's get started. In the box, of course, you will receive a game card for Breath of the Wild. As far as I'm aware, this will basically be exactly what you get in that box. The only difference I think there will be is down in the corner. Here in the UK and the rest of Europe, we operate on PEGI age rating systems, but in certain areas of Europe there's also another kind of age rating system. I don't know what it's called, but it is this one. Judging by the language used, I'm assuming it might be a German age rating system, but down in the corner there, that green square, that will probably appear somewhere on this if you get this in the limited edition copy. At least that's the case when you get the when you get other Nintendo special editions. It was the same with Star Fox Zero and Fire Emblem and other Zelda special editions. Speaking of which, if you end up liking this video, be sure to check out one of our previous videos where me and Dickie take a look at a whole bunch of Zelda special editions, including Skyward Sword, Majora's Mask 3D, Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD, Hyrule Warriors, Legends, and a special edition 3DS based on Ocarina of Time. Anyway, let's go on with it. This is your box. That's one side. That's another side. That's another side. That's the back side. As with most Nintendo special edition stuff, Europe gets basically one uniform special edition, so this will be the same one you'll probably get in France, Italy, Spain, Germany, everywhere else, which is why our special editions are usually covered in like 10 different languages all over. For example, look here, Race to Decipher the Past, and then underneath is the exact same phrase written in like 8 languages. So right at the top there we have a soundtrack CD. Now, this has not been opened before. Soundtrack CD for Breath of the Wild. This has 24 tracks on it. Nintendo have been including a few of these recently. There was one in the Twilight Princess special edition. You got one in the Skyward Sword one as well. That only had about 8 tracks in it, but they were really good because they were recorded live. So yeah, this is 24 tracks, all ripped straight from the game. So I've been playing Breath of the Wild for a little while now, and to be honest, it's kind of a quiet game. It's strange to think it has a score. I certainly didn't expect to see 24 themes on there. It's nice music, it's just you don't hear it all that often. There we are. I opened it. Ruined Forever! Oh, that's pretty neat. I like the disc art, where it's like a sketch of Link. That's pretty neat. I'm assuming in this cover everyone's seen this picture by now. So yeah, we have a soundtrack CD, that's neat. Then inside that main box we have another box. Legend of Master Sword of Resurrection. And then the same thing again in what I'm assuming is French. I know most people won't think it's anything special, but I like that on the other side it's got it in Japanese. Please note that the Master Sword of Resurrection is not a toy. This is a collectible item only and not intended for play. Keep patching materials away from shooting. Packaging items may be swallowed. They probably want to word that differently. I actually have not seen what this looks like. I've seen everything else in the box, but I haven't taken this out, so this is as new to me as it may be to you. And there we have it. The Master Sword of Resurrection. Looking pretty beat up. The Master Sword itself, the blade, is all rusted and got nicks in it. Little flower at the back there. The flower seems to be a kind of a running theme. It's even included in the logo of this game on the Z. I always thought that was a nice touch that they've added. I don't know what it means yet because I haven't finished. I've nowhere near finished Zelda Breath of the Wild yet. I'm not getting as much time to play it as I would like, but I'm liking what I'm playing. So the base has got all the weights in the base. I don't know what the base is made out of, but it's very weighty. Everything else, however, is just sort of floppy plastic. The detail is nice enough. I especially like the flower. I didn't expect that to be there, but that's pretty cool. Underneath we have Legend of Zelda logo. You almost wonder why they didn't make like the bottom a Triforce. Missed a trick there, I think. I mean, it's nice to look at, but I feel if we had the choice, we would rather have spent our money on the special edition that America got. The one that included useful items, such as the case to carry your Switch in. I know in hindsight it didn't end up making a difference because the Switch sold out pretty much on its own anyway, but it just would have made sense to me to include that. Because one of the Switch's biggest problems is its plastic screen, which people are saying is scratching up like no one's business. Mine hasn't, but then I'm pretty much using mine as a home system. I haven't really taken it out anywhere yet. So something like a Switch carry case would have been great. So yeah, that's the European special edition of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's not bad, but it's kind of barren compared to everyone else's, it has to be said. And the Master Sword is really nice to look at, and it is just strictly a display piece, so it's not like, as long as it looks nice, I guess it's serving its purpose. I'm going to be putting this on a shelf like everybody else will and just leaving it there. I'll just try to discourage people touching it, because the minute people touch it they'll realise, oh yeah, it's all of a sudden not as nice because it's just cheap floppy plastic. It looks decent from a distance. So I mean, how does it stack up to other Zelda special editions? Well, it still stacks up okay. This is pretty much the same content you got in the Twilight Princess HD Special Edition, except that included an amiibo. The difference there, though, is that the amiibo was actually usable in the game. This isn't. This is just a hunk of plastic, a paperweight, basically. I almost think it would have been better if they included an amiibo instead and sold it for less. Still, the game I definitely recommend picking up. I'm having a lot of fun with the game itself. And the Wii U version I'm hearing is pretty much the same. It's not noticeably inferior. There is a few, it does stutter with frame rates in a few places that the Switch version doesn't, but then the Switch version also stutters with frame rates in areas that the Wii U version doesn't. It's kind of weird how that happens, but yeah, I guess that kind of means they're about the same, really, technically speaking. Unfortunately though, if you're getting the Wii U version, there is no special edition available for that. a little bit of a shame because it was supposed to be Zelda Wii U to begin with, in a sense. The Wii U ended up not having a Zelda game to call its own. That's kind of sad. So yeah, this was just supposed to be a short, quick bonus of Critical Brits episode. I don't know what we'll be covering next, in all honesty. I'm not sure what big releases we have on the way. But yeah, don't worry, we'll find stuff to review, and we'll get back to you. I really should work my outros.